When you wanna get the facts, but you don't know who to ask, doodly-doo-dee-doo, ask Gilby. When you really wanna know, but you don't know where to go, doodly-doo-dee-doo, ask Gilby. Gilby's a Dalmatian with a fascination for answering your questions through exploration. When you really wanna know, but you don't know where to go, doodly-doo, doodly-doo-dee-doo, ask Gilby.
You ready, Gilby? Wow, Gilby, these cookies sure smell delicious. I'll let you in on a little secret. They taste just as good. In fact, smelling these cookies is making my mouth water. Gilby, no. Be careful not to touch the cookies before they cool down or you could burn yourself. You know what, Gilby? When we talk about tasting and smelling and touching, we're talking about our senses. Boys and girls, do you know that we have 5 senses? They're taste. We use our tongues to taste. There's these little bumps on our tongues that help us taste all kinds of different foods. Then we have smelling. We use our noses to smell the difference between something yummy like these cookies or something smelly like an old pair of socks. Yuck! Then we have touching. We use our hands to touch. We can tell the difference between hot and cold, and we can feel the fur, the soft fur like on a puppy's arm like Gilby's. Then we have hearing. We use our ears to hear. We can hear really loud noises or a really soft whisper. And then we have seeing. We use our eyes to see. Can you see me and Gilby, boys and girls? You know what, Gilby? I wonder if the boys and girls have any questions about our 5 senses. Can you check the mail and find out? All right then, Gilby, go ahead. Gilby loves to check the mail. He also loves to fetch the answers to your questions. Okay, he's coming back now. Thank you, Gilby. Let's see what we have here. Jared from Case Elementary writes, Dear Gilby, what are taste buds? That's a very good question, Jared. Let's see if Gilby can fetch the answer for us, okay? Can you fetch the answer to that question for us, Gilby? All right then, go fetch.
Great question, Jared. Taste buds are tiny little bumps that you see all over your tongue, like these and like these. Taste buds can also be found all over the rest of your mouth. There are 10,000 taste buds in everyone's mouth. 10,000! That's a lot of tasting. And Jared, some of those taste buds are used for tasting sour things like lemons. Ooh! And some are used for tasting sweet things like chocolate chip cookies. Ooh, these taste buds sure would like to taste some of them. Hey, Jared, that was quite a tasty question you had.
Today's number is 5. Five fingers. Today's number is 5.
All right, you guys, are you ready to play the Funny Faces game? All right, now whatever face I tell you to make, you're going to make it, all right? Here we go. Let's make a scary face. All right, let's make a monster face. All right, let's make a surprised face. All right, let's try something different. Let's stick out our tongues and try to look at them. show our teeth. Very good, you guys. That's the funny faces game.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Tuna.
Tuna who?
You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
Heart.
Thanks, Gilby, and welcome back to Leo's Ark for the Critter of the Day. Today, kids, we're going to the Amazon rainforest, and we're going to experience one of the most interesting animals. You might have seen that movie called A Bug's Life, so you might be familiar with something called a stick bug. Some people, or some zoologists, refer to a stick bug as a walking stick. Now, if you look closely at that walking stick, it may, oh, there it goes. You can see how it moves. A walking stick really is a live insect. You can tell it's an insect just by looking at the number of legs. Insects all have 6 legs. Now, if you want to talk about camouflage, a walking stick is expert at camouflage. They love to hide on trees and on branches. As they eat the green leaves, they blend in or camouflage themselves so well that animals can't see them. Now, a walking stick needs to be very, very careful that it doesn't get seen by any other animals or predators. A predator would be an animal that would love to eat an insect like a walking stick. Birds love to eat walking stick. So do many other animals in the rainforest. But walking sticks, luckily for them, are just experts at camouflage. Now, if you look closely on the walking stick's head, just like all other insects, they have 2 antennae. That's how they locate their food. They love to eat fresh green leaves. That's the most favorite thing for a walking stick to eat. And this particular kind of walking stick, I said, is from the Amazon rainforest, and it's called an Indian walking stick. And kids, that's our critter of the day on Ask Gilby.
Opposite. The arrow is pointing left. The arrow is pointing right. The arrow is pointing up. The arrow is pointing down. The duck is wet. The desert is dry. Opposites.
I'm on a mission to find the reasons why. I'm on a mission, smell, taste, touch, hear, and sight. What makes us feel the way that we do? Our 5 senses. Let me give you all some clues. This makes sense, and this makes sense. This makes sense, and this makes sense. This makes sense. These 5 things, they really make sense. I'm on a mission, why my brain must work so much. I'm on a mission, cause my 5 senses keep in touch. Seeing, smelling, hearing, touching, and tasting. Let me give you all some clues. This makes sense. sense, and this makes sense. This makes sense, and this makes sense. This makes sense. These 5 things, they really make sense. Yeah, that really makes sense.
We'll be right back with more Ask Gilby.
If you have a question and you would like Gilby to fetch the answer for you, just email your question to askgilby@hotmail.com or send your question to Ask Gilby, 65 Steiner Avenue, Akron, Ohio, 44301. Or you can call Gilby on the telephone toll-free at 1-877-275-4452. That's toll-free 1-877-ASK-GILBY.
Welcome back to Ask Gilby.
Oh, hi, boys and girls. Gilby and I were just playing patty cake. Now, remember when we talked about touching and hearing? Well, I can feel it when Gilby's paws touch my hands, and I can hear it when I clap my hands together, like this. So listen, okay? Very good. Do you hear the phone ringing, boys and girls? Are you trying to call me and Gilby on the phone? Hi, this is Miss Kathy. Oh, hi, Andrea. It's Andrea from Findlay Academy. Uh-huh. Okay, all right, I'll ask him. Gilby, Andrea says when her mom tickles her, she laughs and laughs and laughs, but when she tickles herself, she doesn't laugh at all. Andrea wants to know, why can't you tickle yourself? Gosh, Andrea, that's a really great question. Let's see if Gilby can fetch the answer for us. Gilby, can you fetch the answer for us? All right then, go fetch.
Good question, Andrea. Why don't you laugh when you tickle yourself? Well, when you're being tickled by someone else, it's the surprise that makes you laugh. So when someone sneaks up on you and tickles you, your brain says, that was just for fun, and you laugh. When you tickle yourself, you know exactly who tickled you. So therefore, you don't laugh. My answer is, if you want a good laugh, don't tickle yourself.
Today's letter is N. Today's letter is N.
Nose.
Today's letter is N.
All right, everyone, we're going to play the touch game. Are you girls ready to do that? Are you ready at home? All right, now what we're going to do is follow whatever I say, and then when I say stop, we're going to stop, all right? Here we go. Let's rub our bellies. Rub, rub, rub. All right, stop. Let's pat our heads. Pat, 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 pat our heads. Okay, stop. Let's wiggle our ears. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Stop. Let's shake our arms. Oh, it feels so good to shake our arms. All right, stop. Let's run in place. Running, running, running. Now, let's make it tricky. Let's run in place. Keep on going, running in place. Let's shake our arms. Okay, let's shake our arms, run in place, and shake our head. Woo! All right, stop. Getting dizzy. All right, now, remember when we rubbed our bellies and patted our heads at the beginning? Rub our bellies and pat our heads at the same time. Woo! Very good. You guys did a very nice job.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Help.
Help who?
Help me!
Hi, Gilby. It's Nana Banana. Gilby, let's play the name game. When I name something, you point to it, okay? Hands, mouth, nose, ears, eyes. Gilby, did you know that these things are how we use our 5 senses? Listen to this, Gilby. With our hands, we touch. With our mouth, we taste. With our nose, we can smell. With our ears, we hear. With our eyes, we see things far and near. Well, I gotta go now. Thanks, Gilby. Bye-bye. Bye, boys and girls.
Gilby had been fetching answers all day and he was getting tired. Before he took his nap, he wanted a snack. Gilby walked to Henry's grocery store.
Hi, Gilby. How are you today? I bet you're here today because you want a snack, don't you? Fetching those answers all day sure does work up an appetite. Why don't we check out the food pyramid and I'll let you pick out a snack to eat.
Henry showed Gilby all of the delicious snack choices. There were all kinds of foods to pick from, like fruits and vegetables, nuts and crackers, and even cheese.
Well, Gilby, as you can see today, I have cereal. It's yummy and it's crunchy. Do you think you can eat cereal every day? Right. Yes, you can. It gives you energy to get you through the day. Here is some for you and plenty for Miss Kathy. Now, don't spoil your appetite, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey Gilby and Miss Kathy, Traveling Tommy here from the sunny state of Florida. You know what I love about Florida besides all the sunshine? The oranges. I love oranges and orange juice, and this is the place to find the best ones in the world. They're grown in big fields of orange trees called groves, and there are orange groves all over Florida. You know, we can't grow oranges like this in Ohio because it gets too cold, but Florida is almost always warm, so it's the perfect place for my favorite fruit. Well, I'm gonna go have a big glass of juice now. So until next time, this has been Traveling Tommy. So long.
We'll be back with more Ask Gilby right after this.
For Ask Gilby videotapes, DVDs, or if you would like more information on the Ask Gilby Children's Television Show, visit the Ask Gilby website at www.askgilby.com. That's www.askgilby.com.
Welcome back to Ask Gilby.
Wow, Gilby, those flowers smell great. I can smell them way over here. But did you know, Gilby, that a dog like you has a better sense of smell than a person like me? Well, it's true, Gilby. You can smell things a lot farther away than I can. I wonder if the boys and girls have any more questions about our senses. Let's check our email and find out, okay? Let's see. Wayman from Heminger Elementary writes, Dear Gilby, why do we blink? That's a very good question, Wayman. Can you fetch the answer to that question, Gilby? All right, then, go fetch.
Wayman, what a great question. Now, blinking is when you close your eyes quickly, and then you open them up Can you boys and girls out there close your eyes quickly? Go ahead, close your eyes. No, now open them up quickly. Great, you just blinked. Now, you know that most people, they blink every 2 to 10 seconds just to keep all the dirt and all the dust out of their eyes. Even though we blink quickly like this, you do it so much throughout the day that you don't even notice that you're doing it.
It's time for everyone's favorite game show, Wheel of Colors. Here's your host, Red Larson.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wheel of Colors. I'm your host, Red Larson. Let's get started, boys and girls. Spin that Wheel of Colors. And today's color is purple.
Purple lollipop.
Today's color is purple.
All right, boys and girls, we're going to play the blinking and winking game. Now, let me explain. Blinking is when you close both eyes together like this. And winking is when you close one eye at a time. See how I'm doing that? All right, do you want to play the game with us? All right, let's get set. We're going to blink first, all right, boys and girls? 1, 2, 3. Close your eyes and blink. All right, now open your eyes. Very good, boys and girls. Now we're going to get tricky. We're going to do the winking part. Remember, that's when you close one eye at a time. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Close one eye. All right, open it up. Very good. Now we're going to close the other eye. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Close your eye. And open it. Very good, boys and girls. That's the blinking and winking game, and you did a very nice job.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Water.
Water who?
What are we waiting for?
Boys and girls, appearing tonight, it's Augustus Bustus.
See it, smell, taste, touch, and hear. These are the 5 senses that make us all aware. If you see a mama's bacon, smells like pie that she is making, tastes so good and feels so warm. Thank you, Mom, is all that's heard. If you see a mama's bacon, smells like pie that she is making, tastes so good and feels so warm. Thank you, Mom, is all that's heard.
Triangle.
The 5 senses are an important part of Gilby's day. Gilby is sitting in his favorite chair reading a book. Gilby sees the words with his eyes. He is using his sight. Is that a blueberry pie that Gilby is smelling? Gilby loves the smell of a fresh baked blueberry pie. Gilby is using his nose to smell the pie. And better than smelling the pie is tasting that delicious fresh baked blueberry pie. Is Gilby eating his slice of pie in a bowl? Gilby is so silly. Hey, do you see Gilby's tongue? He's using his tongue to taste the pie. After eating all that pie, Gilby likes to listen and sometimes dance to music. Gilby is using his ears to hear the music. Gilby always gets his teddy bear before bed. Gilby is giving his teddy bear a hug. He's using his arms and fingers to touch his little furry bedtime friend. Wow, the 5 senses sure are an important part of Gilby's day. Oh, hi, boys and girls. It's almost time for me and Gilby to go. We sure learned a lot about the 5 senses today, didn't we, Gilby? And what about you, boys and girls? Did you learn a lot today about seeing and hearing and touching and tasting and smelling? That's what I thought. Oh my goodness, it's the question keeper. Look, he's flying in on his magic carpet to deliver all your questions. Question keeper, did you keep all the extra questions from the boys and girls that we didn't get to today?
Of course I did. I'm the question keeper. And there are lots of little boys and girls who have questions to ask Gilby.
May I see them, please? Ooh, thank you, question keeper. Look, Gilby, we have questions from Vincent and Emily and Michaela and Paul and Kevin. Kevin writes, Dear Gilby, where do you live? That's a very good question, Kevin. I can answer that one. Gilby and I live in this big house that you see, and Gilby has his own special house in the backyard that he likes to play in. Well, boys and girls, it's time for us to go. Gilby and I are going to go have our snack, all right? Thanks for watching. Bye. If you have a question and you would like Gilby to fetch the answer for you, just email your question to askgilby@hotmail.com or send your question to Ask Gilby, 65 Steiner Avenue, Akron, Ohio, 44301. Or you can call Gilby on the telephone toll-free at 1-877-275-4452. That's toll-free 1-877-ASK-GILBY.